Greetings and solidarity, brothers and sisters of the CWU family. I come to you today as President of the Christian Workers Union to call on you to come out to the demonstration planned for Thursday, the 20th of February, leaving from the Constitution Park in Belize City and making its way over to the Memorial Park. This demonstration has been called by the umbrella organization for the major unions in Belize, the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, the NTUCB. This demonstration has been called as part of a charge to correct major governance flaws in our nation's democracy. Flaws that have repeatedly injured our efforts to create a nation that provides just opportunities for its citizens. Flaws that make us vulnerable and that jeopardize the collective assets of the people. From administration to administration, a highway of broken promises, of scandalous travesties, corrupt transactions, and compromised leaders stretches across generations. The demonstration on Thursday is only an opening verse of a new chapter, a chapter that shouts loudly that only we, the people, can save the people. Unions fight every day, scrape and crawl inch by inch, agreement after agreement to grind our way to better benefits for our members, improving the quality of their lives and protecting fundamental rights. But there's only so much that can be secured via the union's traditional engagement with managements of the various entities and companies that we are affiliated with. Our people's struggle for better lives are not only challenged by job conditions within, but just as much or even more by the atmospheric conditions that prevail outside. Poor governance, a flawed and unjust system of laws and protections, and a thriving disregard for honesty and integrity in the political directorate punish the individual aspirations for a better life. Whose right is it then to challenge what's wrong if it's not the right of the people? Whose right is it to impose the fixes and changes that once and for all correct the present trajectory, if not the owners of the nation? Don't question your right to stand in defense of your own interests. Don't allow anyone to have you second guess your inalienable right and duty to correct your chosen servants who have gone completely off track. It can't possibly be natural that the owners should be afraid of the servants. So let no one intimidate you out of the most natural and logical of responses. The response that you are now being invited to initiate. The response of grabbing control of what is yours. That is what this demonstration is at its core. It is about answering the call to action. You are not following any one leader of the NTUCB. You're not following me. You are following your own inbuilt desire for a better journey. In responding to this call, you are activating your undeniable ownership stake in nation-state Belize. You are being the boss you were always meant to be. Your destiny was never to be afraid. Your destiny was never to be victims. Your birthright is that of a boss. In a way, tomorrow becomes Boss's Day. It's Boss's Day once the streets of the city are filled with the real bosses. Our true freedom shall begin. Let it be written after tomorrow that the Christian Workers Union is a union of bosses. Straight. Bosses without fear of asserting their rights, without distraction. Christian Workers Union brothers and sisters, only the people can save the people. Fear not. This is not about your party affiliation or your denomination of choice or your rank or your station or your neighborhood, your ethnicity. It's about your right as a Belizean, your ownership stake as a Belizean, and your duty as a Belizean to be the boss. And if things not going right, you have absolutely every right. In fact, you have an obligation to make it right. Starting tomorrow, stand, march. Let them hear you. Respect.